We have some volunteers. Come on. Hold on. See how many we can get up. Quick. All right. And we're going to be sending to the Jwrp women a list of the Jerusalem women and their emails. And you just pick out who you met and stay in touch.
Get this for the
Next
project.
time we're going to ask everybody to exchange a recipe too. We're going to develop this. Ladies, give your full attention. Tell them who you are.
This is what women do. Exchange recipes. That's it. Brilliant.
I'm Jwrp and I'm shy. I committed to come here, and then I had another function to be at this morning, and I emailed Hindi. I emailed Hindi this morning, last night. I told her I'm going to be late. I'm not going to come at all. And then this morning I was sending my kids out to school, and I bumped into Nandi, Rhonda, and I asked, and I had a feeling they were coming here, and they thought I was crazy for sending my 5-year-old with my 2-year-old to God. So, in maybe 3 minutes, we had a very meaningful conversation about how life is different here. And then I was like, "You sure you're not going to go to this thing?" And then I ran to wherever I had to go, and my friend was coming here. Hannah, thank you, wherever you are. And it's because of her that I did come. And then my hashgacha, or however you want to call it, chose LA, and then she was paired up with me. So,
Isn't that beautiful?
and I told her, I think I'll see you there later.
Yep.
So, hi, I'm Rhonda, and I don't think it was crazy at all after spending the week here. After spending the week here, I didn't think it was crazy at all. I thought that perhaps we had it wrong, the way that we are so overprotective of our children. And we spoke, and like she said, maybe I will see you, and I thought, yeah, okay. There's so many of us, and we were all gathering into our little pods, and I got turned this way, and then I got turned that way, and then Mandy said, "Come with me."
So one of the subjects we were talking about was like, what was our first impression about? Okay, I'll eat the mic. So when we got together, we loved learning about her family and her background, and I'm not telling you any secrets. But one of the things that we kept saying is that everything looks so familiar. It's like, it feels like even though that myself and Rhonda have never been here before, we kind of keep on feeling like, God, it feels like a little Los Angeles. It feels a little bit like home. And that's what this is supposed to be. It's supposed to feel like you're coming home, or this is like our home. So that's what we were kind of like, our conversation was about.
Hi, my name is Chaya Passo, and I'm not shy, but I think my chevru told to the women that I was studying with are a little bit more so they're not here, but I will just tell you that their names are Valerie and Debbie, and we almost did not get to this module, and there's nothing I love to talk about more than Israel, but we talked about children, we talked about family, we talked about experiences, and what it always taught me, and I just know this, women talk, and they can communicate in amazing, amazing, deep ways. We have so much more in common when it says, Ki ish echad b'lev echad, which was mentioned before, that when we were in Har Sinai, we were like one people with one heart. That's really what I think anytime women get together. We really have one heart. We have so many things that are in common. And one of the things that I love to share with others is my love for Eretz Yisrael, my love for study of Torah. And this was just a wonderful opportunity for me. I'm grateful to have had it. And I'd love to do it with anybody. So if you want to get my address and my phone number, and you want to come back, and you want to visit us, and we host people on Shabbat, and there's nothing I love more than meeting women in Israel and trying to hope that they'll take some of what I feel, or they'll take much more than what I feel, back about this wonderful place. I'm just very grateful for the opportunity to have been able to do this morning. It was a wonderful experience. I want to say specifically to Valerie and Debbie that I hope that they will be in contact. I've given them my contact information. If you want to get it from them, you can. And that I look forward to meeting them again in Yerushalayim. And thank you, yes. My soul came to Israel many years ago, and I felt very dislocated for many years, and I came permanently 11 years ago with my husband. Most recently from Philadelphia, before that from Queens. And I'm just telling you honestly, not 1 minute, forget about one day, not for 1 minute have I regretted it or looked back. I love being here. I love teaching Torah here. I love just breathing the air. Thank you very much for listening.
Okay, our last group that we're going to share. And after this, we're going to have city meetings. You're going to just stay within your city. We're going to say goodbye to our Jerusalem sisters. And you have to know that you can stay in touch. And there's also this learning series you can do later back at home. There's more beautiful modules to learn from. Here's our last group.
My name is Rachel Eliezer, and so I'd like to thank Hashem for giving me the opportunity to stay here to share my life story with these two amazing women from LA. Hopefully my story can bring a bit of inspiration to them, and there's all Hashem that just see her and both of them to come back to Israel again soon.
I just want to say it is amazing that Rachel is so passionate about what she's doing, her Judaism, and she's from a different culture, and she converted to Judaism and is more passionate about it than a lot of Jews, and it's very interesting, you know, for coming from a different culture that didn't have Judaism in her life, and she moved here and is married to someone Jewish, and is even more passionate about it than he is. That's amazing.
I'm Karen from Los Angeles, and you stole my speech. But Rachel's name was actually Karen before, spelled the same way as my name.
Oh, wow.
Before she converted or chose a different Hebrew name. And also just speaking with her, like the love and passion for Judaism, the way she explains it is so beautiful and touching. I could talk to you for like ever. And having her explain her relationship with her husband and how she brought him into her journey of Judaism is really beautiful. And he was the one really hesitant, and the family values that she's instilling within her family, and it showed me even more so than anything just in the last few minutes will stay with me forever. It's just amazing.
Okay, everybody wants to know Rachel's story now, obviously. So we'll have to invite Rachel back on another group. Thank you. I want to thank, pardon? Okay, so we're going to be breaking up in city groups. I want to thank the Jerusalem women so much for coming here. Please give them a hand. These are your sisters. Okay, now you're going to break up into cities, your city groups. LA at the back. LA is going